when we talk to managers that want us to represent them and bring them out and introduce them to allocators, it's rare that they hear a third-party marketing firm say, we want you to limit capacity. And we believe that by limiting capacity, it permeates a lot of advantages and outgrowths just from that component alone. That tenant to adhere to brings along with it great advantages that we think are accretive to performance. We first want to say that firms that grow very large can do well, but we think the probability of success gets diminished. And it's for various reasons. I think on the portfolio side, we believe that the managers we represent should be opportunistic and have the ability to invest in securities that are large, medium size, and smaller. Obviously becomes very difficult to do that when you're a multi-billion-dollar strategy. So, things change. You start to morph into something different. You become maybe too broadly diversified. And as you become broadly diversified and you're charging a fee, it becomes harder and harder to beat the index. So from being able to buy securities that are smaller in nature, which tend to often be more prone to mispricings and inefficiencies. So you want to have that opportunity set, in our opinion. Sort of the second component is nimbleness. And that is across securities of all sizes. We've all seen managers get stuck in a name. And when it becomes a public name, it's even harder, both on the portfolio and on the portfolio manager's ego, for them to get out of that in a way that doesn't tarnish their reputation or impact the security price. So we feel that with such a competitive marketplace, with all these managers out there that you're competing against, you need to have everything working for you, and one of those is nimbleness. And then thirdly, which probably gets overlooked, and it's, I would say, one of the most important components, and Seth Klarman of Baupost fame will tell you that the secret to investment success is having great clients. And it's a lot harder to manage your client base and to create a intimate long-term partnership with your investors if you become everything to everyone and get on every platform and try to be as large as you can be without really treating your investors as partners, which is what they are.
That's absolutely right. And I think it goes to even one step even further, is a manager that understands that concept that Dave just kind of went through tells us that they're thinking about the business, not just the investment side. And we think that if you focus on that limiting capacity as sort of a business strategy, it enables you to target the best clients for your strategy. Because one of the things that we've learned through our career is all the different types of end client, be it a family office or a pension, endowment, foundation, they all may want the same end result, but the characteristics that they want in the interim are different. So if you are a strategy that is a concentrated, flexible, opportunistic strategy, taking that to a pension or some other consulting community is not likely to end in any victories or success. So you're kind of just spinning your wheels. So by knowing that you want to limit your capacity, it then allows you to say, well, what type of target do I really want? What do I want my client base to look like? If you do that, then you can start to manage the business more effectively. You may need less people because you're not trying to cater to every platform in the world. And so while you may be limiting the actual amount of assets that you want to take in so your strategy can stay nimble and perform, it actually can be quite profitable from the business side. So I think one of the things that can be missed is that the profitability number is not just simply dictated on how much assets you have. You also have to factor in the expense side of the equation. And if you are targeted, you limit capacity, you perform well, your AUM may not be as high as others, but that doesn't mean the profitability can't still be exceptionally good.